You know, I think retouch on, or I can do this thing. Anyway, I'm back. So it's nice to be important, but it is more important to be nice. You know, and I'm gonna add a thing. I saw this on Meta. Meta generated a thing for me. It's kind of odd, and I always like to incorporate stuff. So this was generated by Meta AI, and I'm like, what a lovely brochure picture, and for the Department of Tourism for the United States of America. Now, as you all know, I'm an American citizen, naturalized, so I'm not eligible to run for president. This is something AI is also born and raised and manufactured in America. So, you have to test the AI in terms of tourism, advertising, brochures. If they can make advertiser friendly things, that's good. You can also ask the AI to do gore. Like I tried it with a decapitated mannequin covered in all over in gore, and it just very disgusting. And I figured, whoever made this is probably more about the living God than the gore God. You know, there's people who just walk confidently. Hell yeah. So anyway, if you saw this in a Land's End brochure, it's kind of risky, iffy, but that's the trend. Also, it's got a MAGA hat. So for all the MAGA people, believe me, Mr. Trump has a really deep base somewhere outside of New York. And they have beaches, and then they have clothes, and they have hats. So I think this is like acceptable for Trump. Trump really should be advertising this his demographic. That's life. All American Beauties, it says 2025. I can imagine this on some calendar too. You know? I could also make a video and stuff, but sometimes you got to keep all your secrets close. You can't disclose the method by which you escape things. Just like Harry Houdini. He would disclose some of his method, like how to panic, and the panic would infect all of his audience, like this guy's going to die. But, he embraced the fear of death, and then it's like, what if there's a fear of life? I'm going to go through all my life without doing this one thing, you know? So far, so good. Zero chatters and zero likes, just the way I like it. I promoted that concept all over I'm at 2,200 videos deleted, which is a really big deal, I think. If you hit 93,000 videos deleted, well, that's some truth that they really don't want you to disclose. For example, if you made 93,000 videos of 1 plus 1 equals 2, like, why would they keep deleting a basic fact of arithmetic? They just don't like you, probably. Anyway, I'm here to celebrate life. I see all the people with working knees. They could have a beach day. It's the weekend after. I want to see this, here. I wonder who this person is. You're probably some weirdo who wandered in. You're in the wrong place, and you're probably now on a list. They released today footage that shows that Epstein wasn't killed, and there's no client list. Isn't that amazing? So, for calendar people, you can see All American Beauties from January to December. Isn't that great? Three people came in and noped out of it. Very brave. I was called a coward by Mark May today. Chicken is a coward. It's like a pun, right? It's like, I sure am. First Avenue. And I asked him, what did you call me? Now, if you're going to stand in the way of Asians, try that guy. There's a big guy with his girlfriend, and her butt is very tight. But she works out. I'm sure the fellow who did all this could probably change it to black or Jewish or Italian or Hispanic. It's all the same, really. And that's a big ass building. Look at all that. You can say big ass building. Not talking about women. That building is a really big ass building. Although, if you do have a big ass, be proud of it. Some people don't. Some people, that's a flat ass building. It's true too. Buildings are great. We did. So we hit the 5 mark and we're still at 0 chatters and 0 likes. If you like this kind of material, why don't you have a seat over there? When Chris Hansen says that, there's only two options. You comply or you bolt. If you bolt, he has people outside. Hello. Remain seated. Yeah. Relax all your joints. And off they go. And there's a preview on this. Like, I'll just leave this. It's like while you're scrolling. Look, look, look. Because this is clearly somebody else's work. I work here in Manhattan where there's all sorts of Madison Avenue advertising. And the people who come in here are already either probably on a federal list or just curious and kids, in which case it's age appropriate. They're looking like they're having so much fun. And they have a living mother. Those, I guess, whatever you get out of this picture. For me, it's a calendar. You know? Like, I would really just enjoy making calendars all my life. Now, if you screenshot this, there's probably evidence, I guess. But you can animate evidence. You get a pre-roll and a post-roll. So if you see a murdered person, just take a picture of it and feed it through the AI. Are you? You're one of the few who just stay around. Like, these look like Australians on the beach in Melbourne. That guy, High Wisdom, is like, I'm going to Melbourne for work, and I'm a killer. Do all you Australians got something for me? Because I want it. What a fucking colonizer that guy is. I tell you, man. Melbourne. They tried to hit me with like things on the head. Concussions. CTE, concussion trauma encephalitis. So I have this, and then I'm just gonna put this on it. Like Regis Philbin. Melbourne. Yeah? What do you think, Sean? Is it a fashion statement or what? Duct tape. I went to the takeaway, and all they gave was in it. You know what I mean? It's my favorite thing. Good day, mate. I too watch Crocodile Dundee, and I'm like, why am I saying things like this? Do you have a Five Below in Australia? Because that's one of my favorite places. Just like Taylor Swift. Tay Kuwait. What's a Kuwait? Well, all those Kuwaitis? Yeah. Or it's like, you watch a movie and then what's the takeaway? Well, the takeaway is Australian. Are you having fun? Got my ass. Fuck. There is no recovering from that one. Is that your preference? 5 and below. Damn. Now I gotta talk to Five Below, like the actual retail store. Hey, I know I could totally ruin your store by just putting the ampersand there. 5 and below. This is bullshit. Nick Mullen did a bit. It was like, what if the pedos were sold a movie? Where are all the kids? This is bullshit. It's like, we want our money back. These are all overage women. Well, fuck. Now I'm angry. That's pretty good, Sean. I hope you have more of that. Is that your preference? 5 and below. In fact, if you made Come Talk episode 2, 5 and below, I would be a real honor. Just like, what I know about kings, and then this warrior tries to depose him. Hold on a second. There was a prophecy where you would say that exact same thing. And I made a medal just for that person. Turns out it's you, it's all black people. Yeah, why not? So, anytime like somebody tries to kill the king, you always have a medal. It's like, hey, killer, here's your medal. And then you dub them or knight them. Yeah, yeah, my ass. Even after a trillion years of like, simulating, my calculation is you'll never will do it again. Like Joker said, if you're good at something and all this, why do it for free? Get some fucking funding first. You know? It's much better to get yours and then make Come Talk episode 2 than make Come Talk 2 and beg. It's like, with black people. You steal the bike and then you say sorry rather than begging for a bike all day. Yeah, right. It'll be by Fallout 87 or the iPhone 93. Yeah, sure. So we spent about 11 minutes. Here I am waiting for my Soros check. I've done so much that over several trillion people have posted supporting George Soros at $3.50 each. He owes me a fair chunk of change. And the thing he's doing is endorsing the Bitcoin system. And also he sends a guy named Avery Madison who keeps sending me reels that I never will watch. I figure, like, I understand after the first three reels that, I know what he wants. Hey, Jizz, you like my all-new America calendar? All American Beauties, it says. And that's just the cover. I have 12 tries to, like, kind of... Yes, hi, Latrine. It's our celebrity bouncer at Quitters. Wow, for a bouncer, you suck. You should know by face, actually. I have my picture all over. But maybe you want to look at these pictures. You're on a list. It's called Do Not Bother list. I made one. Right, you don't need to because I'm going to give it to you for free. Why would you need to buy something I give it to you for free? I give my advice for free. I won't accept any money. That's the whole point of gifts. Hey, it's the Nigerian. Why do you always use the NIGGA when you're perfectly authorized to use the hard R? I might get my fourth. This man has a broken leg. Yes. I'm trying to make a pun out of Miyagi. Gibraltar. Mia, Gibraltar. Aquí, ¿dónde está? Mister. At least you didn't say you look like Mr. Miyagi's daughter. I'll have you know, I'm every bit as attractive as these girls. Yep. Mr. Miyagi. You guys don't know how smart Sean is. I mean, I want you to imagine there's a Five Below sign if you're in America. And then he came up with that thing. It's like, is that your preference? Five and below? And I'm looking at this. On the left, there's margins, Five Below logo, and that's glass. And then I could just put the ampersand on the right. Five and below. Oh, hi, Johnny. Looks like you're watching disgusting shit. What are you doing here? How about you go back to the safe halls of Brooklyn where you don't get to see this? I guess you find America disgusting. The concept that America produces families. And not only that, white families. And not only that, miscarriage is a fucking lie. How else are you going to promote American nuclear families when it's just moms and dads but no children? Tell me this, you fucking idiots. How do you promote the American family without little girls? I'll wait. Tell me this shit. Do you want big girls? Fat girls? That'll happen. I just found this shit on the internet. They were advertising some sort of calendar. And I was like, how wholesome. They're on the beach wearing MAGA hats. What could possibly be bad about this? Yeah. Isn't this good? Don't you imagine, right? Hi, girls, we have enough for a basketball team. My name is Noah the Freaky Beast. Nigga. The nigga family, with a K, built America from the ground up with their hands. Okay? This is after they did the log cabin. Let's take a break, girls, from building America. I endorse all your attempts, but explain this logic to me. This is disgusting. Why? Are you pro Palestine? You want to destroy America? I don't think it's working. I'm here on Fifth Avenue. You can't even count the number of happy families here, ready to buy at Best Buy or Five and Below. How is this disgusting? Take a screenshot so that federal officers. I just wandered into the stream. If you don't want to be on my do not disturb federal list, feel free. But if you're on my list, you have to take a screenshot of this. You know, they start a negative list. I'm going to start a positive list. Just like Raptor Johnny told me, or Brooklyn, is like talking to you, Nate, is like talking to the fucking credit agencies. That's right. They give me a hard time. I give you a hard time. I got so many severely delinquent accounts on my thing. And then I realized America owes trillions of dollars. I'm going to dispute it the same fucking way. But the way I dispute is I endorse American families. Let them overpopulate Earth, kill all the Filipinos. I'm fine with it. I did my work. But when I'm dead, you can't come crying to me. You know? You can only kill me once. Mention like, oh, I feel bad for all white families or Jewish families. They're only 1% of the population. They're surrounded. Then fuck more. Fuck your sister. Fuck your kids. Make it work. And do 5 generations of like 20 toes, and then you'll get back to normal. You have no faith in God whatsoever. It was Sabrina Carpenter. I like Karen Carpenter better. You know, I'm a boomer. I'm technically a Generation X or something. I had to think like a boomer. You guys done fapping? I heard you bust all day to anything. Except that. It's like Meatloaf. I will bust anything for love. But I won't bust to that because that shit's disgusting. The disgustingness of Satan is what GLaDOS is all about. And as gamers, you should know who GLaDOS is. And then on X, I saw somebody with a nose job. She's more like GladNose. The nostrils are like literally this big. Maybe I should take a picture. Hold on. You are still here. It took you a long time to like. Jeez Louise. Now this is, GladNose. As you can see, the nostrils are probably longer than her eyes. Intentionally did this. You know, which photo do you prefer? I can do both. You know, my phone fell into the toilet and all my photos were gone. 6th Avenue. There's 2 of you in here and only 1 like. Again, all live streamers. Hi. I got a smile for some reason. I'd rather get frowns, actually. You know? Dude, I'm fine with you. You went to a girl. You said, I want to be a girl, and I have a black husband or something. Hey, gargoyles stick together, you know? We have wings. You want to be a trans? Remember, you're a Texan. You have to change all of Texas into trans. You have a map of Texas where you are. I'm so proud to be Texan. Just take a marker like this, and I'd be proud of you. All right? I'm going to show you what I would do if I were you, and I wanted to be trans. Okay? First, I would write Texas. And then, there's that Lone Star State or whatever the fuck that shit is. Right? Yeah, do it. So anyway, here. So you see Texas. This is Fort Worth somewhere. New York's up here. All I would do is just cross this out and then ran. So I'd be upset if you went Texas. You know, it doesn't really take much to upset me. If you claim all the revenue of the state of Texas, then I'll be pissed. But if you just want to be one trans among many, lose all your uniqueness, I don't give a shit. One less enemy to worry about. You're gonna fight against existing transsexuals. I'm the greatest trans of all time. You're just the new bitch. He did. Well, what did you expect? You started a competing stream with Steven Seagal. All the tyrants are always so surprised. Did you hear? There's competition. How dare they? I'd be surprised if did you see Adam Friedland start a competing stream? Because at this point, Roy could be anybody. He's in Wisconsin. He's a fucking cheesehead. He keeps blowing up my Instagram. Like and I know you like these. Skip the flop. Sip sustainable. Okay? My target is Adam fucking Friedland. He's avoiding me all day, and I know he's in Brooklyn. And he just like did the taps. Even Nick Mullen is sick and tired of all his bullshit. So look at this. ICE runs concentration camps for children. I'm gonna write sexy. They leave margins here, like idiots. The word sexy is like, Sunni. Is it? Yeah, it's a new phone. Did I tell you that I dropped my phone in the toilet? That way I can operate. Sir, I am a moron. Oh, I was here also when I was parking the car. Dell opticians since 1875. I was there when it opened. I was parked right here. I saw the lady and she gave me a bad look, but then, she opened the store. And I'll be thinking I'm either SWAT or ICE or something. He just wants to promote his thing, you know? So you get more streams like, when I was recording kids at the festival, I was just recording the floor. Now you were recording kids. Some people don't even know how to say, I'm recording kids. My kids. You're allowed to record yourself, and if you're insane like me, adopt all the people. Also, just to remember this stream, this is somebody else's property, but this is just a pebble. If you lose something, and it's the Harvard Club, McKim, what is that? Like a Scottish Korean? McKim. Hey, I'm McKim. Well, good for ya, Korean. Did you know that the name Mendez was originally Manasseh? And I was like, those fucking Ellis Island people. The first Manasseh came over, hey, you're a Mendez. I didn't even write that. I just walk around, like the usual suspects, just like the guy Kobayashi or Kevin Spacey. He's like, oh, so this detective has a Kobayashi cup. All right, I'll make a joke out of that. Yeah, thank you. Listen, Brooklyn, I don't want you to be like, saying things like that. What would Nebuchadnezzar do walking all around Babylon? I mean, we're men, right? All men here. What are you doing? I can't reward you with like gold or jewels. All I have is this camera. You better stop all that shit, you trans fuck. Say goodbye to all that, See, Brooklyn's like this. The Magic Garden. It's like he's a used vape, and now I want to be relevant again. Yeah, sure, I'll just recharge you. I am Nebuchadnezzar. N is for what? The N-word? Not just all, This is the New York City bar. I know how to navigate this. You go in and you make a right. If you're auditing, they can't stop you because you're not going up. You just go in, make a right, and there's an elevator there, and you can go all the way up. I'd show you, but then, I'd have to explain my thing. It's a restricted area if you don't know how to use it. So anyway, so you're going to Tarpin's place. Tarpin hit on me. It's like, so you're handsome. Are we going? He's gonna fuck you in the ass. If you sleep over, he'll be like Uncle Bed Touch. Oh, hi, Johnny. Looking tight. It's like you're a guest, and guest rules. Ass, gas, or stash, everybody pays. But you're modding my bust. Not right now, because I'll bust in your mod. Well, he'll find a way. Believe me. It only works if you're there. Understand this, Johnny, or Brooklyn. It's like once in a while, once in a trillion years, the stars align, and it's like a serial killer finding a hitchhiker. Unless you're really sure about Tarpon, like he's like advertising his body all over the thing. When I talked to him and he started commenting on it, I know when the gay men are hitting on me. Okay, even if it doesn't work, I'll tell you something about the Illuminati secret way of creating undetectable monarch slaves. You don't have to be pretty or talented for them to decapitate you during sex. So if his dick doesn't work, I hope you like your neck, because that might be his kink. He's a nice guy. I like Tarpon. Okay? I checked. Look, my neck is still attached. It's nice. One day, maybe I'll be a Catholic martyr, like just a disembodied head. Told you so. They got me. But if Tarpon asks me, like, sleep over, I know you're going to fuck me in the ass. And if you don't fuck me in the ass, you're going to decapitate or bisect my body and feed it to the pigs. Then I can't do my work. Okay? All the best to Tarpon. I like him. I don't know how to classify him other than, gay murderer like Jeffrey Dahmer. He literally has no other role in my kingdom. Okay? If you know a better Jeffrey Dahmer fan, suggest it. It's like he's friendly, he does it all. You ever had a girl walking with her mom? It's like, rescue me, I'll make it worth your while. Okay? Be trans. Be a woman. Think like a goddamn woman. Okay? Would I ever go out with a strange man that I only know for 2 years? And then he wants to marry me or murder me. It's all the same. Fucking think like a trans woman. That's how you become fully trans, mentally. You never listen to me. Women never do. As soon as I know you listen to all this and then did your own thing, you're a fucking woman. Of course. What if I said, I'll give you $10,000 free because I'm a nice guy? Right? All you got to do is come here. You ever talk with Russians? It's like, excuse me, which bathroom? Bathroom? Yes, all you do is go straight and make a right. That's all you do. You want to go to a bathroom? Straight, make right. Very simple. Good time. He said he'd give. Is he Russian? Actually, I shouldn't care. You're a fucking gargoyle. Brooklyn goes off and does his thing. I don't really know why Goliath hired you. You know? So, like, maybe you're supposed to be murdered and we all feel bad. And it's like, for Brooklyn. You listen to Sean. You might think I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. You know what I mean? Oh boy, am I not kidding. It's like, you think this is bad neighborhood? Yeah. You know what you do? Play a racing game like Thumb. Go multiplayer in whatever game he's doing. Let's do a collab. Before you do anything rash. You have people who care about you. I don't. I'm supposed to be encouraging you. Yeah, what's the harm? It's Tarpon. We all know he's a nice guy. Until something bad happens. Tell me in Texas, somebody prophesied that, like, a flooding would happen. I didn't know that. I just deal with this shit. I woke up, white kids and families are dead. Not my fault, just my responsibility. Oh, of course. You know what Herb asked me and Hebron? Can I live with you? Go get him. Even though my ears are absolutely destroyed by that, Do you trust a fire truck to move aside for you? That was Tarpon. I'm just encouraging him. Go rape Raptor Johnny. Take footage. I'm gonna laugh. I warned him, don't come crying to me. You're gonna wake up with a sore ass for whatever reason. Told you. Okay? People you consider friends can be turned. People you consider enemies are reliable. All they want to do is kill you. Once you're dead, they don't care. Would you say Tarpon is your enemy? No. You made Steven Seagal your enemy, even if you're collabing with him. And his enemies became your enemies. You ever watch Godfather? Not once have you ever invited me into your house for a cup of coffee or your dad's wedding. I don't care. A lot of my classmates didn't. They went off, got married. I find out. Good. Good for them. Maybe happy ending. Service, you know? Service could mean all sorts of things. I could use a handsaw to service your neck and my boss. Look at all around here. Any decapitated people? Any people with broken knees in New York? No. All the knees working. Any vehicular manslaughter? No. Any stabbings? No. I'm not going to claim credit, but I'm going to claim credit. So if he kills you, I'm going to laugh really loud. Because in the Bible it says, if you warn somebody about their impending death and they don't listen, you're not going to be the one to kill them. Somebody else will. But if you don't, then, you're going to be the one to kill them. And you might be the guy assigned to kill Tarpon Goddard. Tarpon's not in here. We can talk about him. He doesn't even know. You could be the guy who likes to rape people up the ass. Hey, can I stay over? You promised me acid. You didn't give me enough acid. I'm going to fuck you in the ass. I've seen you. You can be all petty. Mod me. Don't mod me. You promised me mod somehow. You bully me. This. I bully people. I bullied a guy named Neville God. He said he beat Superman. Superman wanted a rematch. He instantly cramped up from COVID. As somebody preaching Jesus all day. There's no laughter. It's just, people on the street. Anyway, I only did this live stream because, I don't know, I felt like it. It's just, I told myself no more live streams, and I just felt like it's a nice day. So, here's the Raptor Johnny getting fucked in the ass, or being a news report. Fake news. He's still alive somewhere. We'll remember him as the founder of the Chatterbox Nouveau. RIP. Poor Irish. Have you seen Irish Kelly lately, or Thug Life Nation, or all these people? They're probably in a lockup making buttermilk on a special farm somewhere, right? Yeah. Well, how's Steven doing? He still has a channel, but it's unlisted, right? Anyway, I'm going to apply the last rites to you, Johnny Brooklyn. Just in case something happened, I absolve all your sins in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Go out, clear your head on the road. Ignore all my good advice like a fucking girl. And then, you'd be surprised at how many little girls are found missing on the side of a milk carton. And he earned. You could have said earned. I have no idea how he built the channel. But I did look at his channel. He made a lot of art with the audio, and people started donating to him. Art. Make this the thing. And he's like, I just want to play airsoft. I want to be airsofting wrong. And while I'm airsofting, I like to hear Come Town. This thing ballooned out of control. Tell me, how do you spend $100,000 a day on airsoft shit? By week 70, you'd be dead. You'll be bored. So part of it is people will invite you, like a Catholic priest. At 2 o'clock in the morning, my grandma died. Can you give her the last rites? And as a Catholic priest, you got to pack up and go there. In your case, if any of the buster says, I'm going to give you acid, you got to go to his house and get the fucking acid. That's $100,000 a year job. It's like this guy promised, and then let's see if he can make good. Hey, oh hey boss, yeah, he promised the acid. He tried to kill me. Well, I got to talk to him now. Do what you want. I would not be disappointed. I would be harder on you if you were a trans. I would call you my daughter, and daughter, you got to pull your weight around the fucking house. Your brother is doing work. What are you gonna do? Look pretty all day? I'll kick you out. Okay? With your 100,000. You can live with your boyfriend in $100,000 a month maintenance apartment. Good luck raising all the money. I'm gonna cut off your credit cards, cut them all up. You find a better man than your daddy, go with him. Okay? Done this before. You made enough money from the bus and you want to cash out, have a great time. But don't come crying to me. You become a target. How did he get all that money? Probably stole it from the citizens, the taxpayers. Let's maraud. You know, they speculated. You do a lot of gay shit, but you show a lot of guns. So you're inviting people to rob you. That's arrogant, dude. I'll tell you a story about my dad. He had a friend who used to dress up all in fancy clothes, let people know, you know, he's rich, even in the Philippines. A bunch of thugs jumped him, looked at his wallet, there's only 2 pesos. And then they beat him up harder for false advertising. That's all I'm going to say. Just a little peek into my dad's life and mine. You know? If you have $100,000 and Steven did, you better have $100,000 defense. And you always ask me, are you threatening me? I'm warning you. I don't care about your money, but there's a lot who do. Muslims, for example. You know? Or Jews. They said, like in the Bible, Jacob had a plot of land and you have a plot of land, but you're not Jewish and I don't have a plot of land. I'm going to take your plot of land because it's in your Bible. Okay, 3 of you have stayed. Good. You are now the beast of Revelation as my protection. If you know who Major General Michael Aquino is, he'll come. Used to be Temple of Set, Temple of Power. The thing with bodyguards, though, just like Puffy, they steal from you. Because we protect your money, we're entitled to perks. You check your wallet, holy shit, 50,000 is missing. These perks are, you know, a giant Godzilla monster tried to kill you last night. You woke up and you didn't tip me 50,000, so I took it myself. No problem keeping you alive. That's Temple of Set for you, now known as Temple of Power. Okay? Top guys, I'll tell you, Mike's been protecting me all this time, but I make sure I only have a very limited amount of money in my wallet for him to steal. You know? Sometimes $2, sometimes $5. You know, he does percentage. 50% of 100,000 hurts a lot. 50% of $5 doesn't hurt that much. Don't listen to me. You're a girl now. You're trans. I want you to either give me the silent treatment or leave in a huff. You know what I'll do? Yeah, I thought you would leave. What are you, some sort of Ferengi? Tell me all the rules of acquisition, Ferengi. We're switching over from gargoyles to fucking Star Trek. You want to make mistakes? Go. You know Quark or whatever, his brother? Hey, brother. I think I'm going to hit the road and clear my air. Sure, have a great time. Remember that the Vulcans have a death contract on your head. One less brother to deal with. One less share. Durr. That's why I stay with the gargoyles thing, no matter how stupid I sound. You're the one who said, I kind of look like Brooklyn when in human form. Go to Tarpon Goddard, get his acid, and have a great time. That's all I'm going to do. I already blessed you and absolved all your sins, last rites. If you come back tomorrow or a week or a month or a year after this trip, I'll baptize you. Looks like we got a survivor here, boys. Okay? And I've noticed, Johnny, 3 people in my chat, only 1 like. Top-notch entertainment, you know? If you want to see me self-destruct, throw myself, go play in traffic, I've done my job. I'll be the first Catholic martyr in going plain in traffic. Not a problem. If you do, I will honor your deal. I'll make sure JK stays far away from you because I saw his real form. He's an old school, like American Italian. The first thing he said when I went into 7-Eleven is like, "What the fuck is all this?" And I said, "Thank you, sir, I'm leaving now." And I have both of my knees working. Italians very big on baseball bats. They'll disarm you and then hit you with a baseball bat. So you swing by, make sure I don't see you. Make sure you're invisible like Hevron. Because I'm going to put you to work for Fiesta in America if I see you. It's time to feel threatened. There's no greater threat in my life than putting you to work for my dad. I almost got David Sebastian. New York found him a place and a reason to stay. Guy from LA. Loves his place. Wants to, during the riots, he wanted to go home. Stays here. You come by here and by me, you or never will get out. Okay? Either you'll be like the police who hover around me or climb a building and be a sniper. You will work for me. Don't make me enslave you. Have a great time. Visit Tarpon. Otherwise, I don't know. Just like how you make this thing, every day I visit. Every day I recruit. So far, 0 recruits other than JK. And whatever he shows you online, hi, I'm JK, I'm Chinese. So harmless. By the time you get here, hey, what the fuck was all that about? Remember these words. No likes. I know he's going to be a girl. 3 people and 1 like. Amazing. Jesus healed 10 lepers. Only one said thank you. 10%. I hit 33%. I'm better than Jesus. I actually give you warnings beyond vague things in the Bible. But I'll be laughing as like Tarpon posts pictures. So I have Raptor Johnny here hostage in my basement, and here's me fucking him in the ass. And then he's brandishing a handsaw, an angle grinder, 3 crowbars. You can figure out all the rest. I think Sean left, and then, Did you press record, and is there media in the thing? There's a USB plugged in. And for all the enemies of America, like, I got this for you. Remember that. If you like me, you like all that. Knees, These are what I call Negroes. It would be hilarious, because I warned you. It's like watching a midget fall into a manhole. Hey, midget, I do all you can to avoid that manhole. Man, fuck you, taller. And he falls in a manhole, I'm going to laugh all day. That would be hilarious to you. Okay? You didn't even bully the other 2 to like the stream. Didn't hear shit. I made you moderator, why? That would be funny to you? Making unfair deals all day? You win, I lose, fine. When a winner loses and falls down a manhole, the loser laughs a lot. Serves you right. You trying to entrap me? Try harder. Try harder. I would laugh. If you got raped by Tarpon and I warned you don't go, I'd laugh. If I had a son, it's like, Dad, I'm going to the woods with a lot of people who smoke weed. And then he comes back, Dad, my ass hurts. Serves you fucking right. That shit's hilarious. I raised a fucking catamite who has no danger sense at all. Yeah, it would be great to go into the woods, smoke some weed, and then I'll become a school shooter. Yeah, go ahead. Hoard all your guns, dude. That would be hilarious. Are you? More like a dancer. Say, I am the dancer before I demod your dumbass. If you were my son, you'd be out of the... You never will return to my house at all. Okay? This insolence, this feminine insolence, will stay with you for all time. I just gave you a direct command. You don't care about mod. You don't even care about modding me. You don't even care about all the duties of whatever I had, 3 or 5 chatters, get them to like. This contract is one-sided. That's even funny. You're Ted Danson. Good. Okay? Be a good Ted Danson. I said dancer, but you just came up with the funny. That's why what you get with all this come town. Okay? You're a grown ass man. You have a birth dad and a birth mom. He watches fly fishing, whatever. Talk to him about shit like this. Dad, is it a good idea for me to meet some guy on the internet who offers me acid and I'm just gonna sleep over? Well, son, it was nice knowing you. Well, like random faggot died. Oh well. Statistics. Say goodbye to your dad and your mom because how do you know they're not your MK Ultra handlers? Maybe Tarpin's your real dad in all this. Reunite with him. Hey, son, now that you're on acid, I'm your father, and we all know it. Resist all you like. Go back to those evil aliens who are raping you every day. This is like some sort of hex and curse. Look at them. When you're not looking, they're reptilians with the fly fishing. Their eyelids nictate. Take a look at that. You might have a sister, a niece, cousin. You know, the world will spin. And since you did a very funny joke, just like Sean, you're allowed to say in my chat, "I am the dragon." You know, a lot of us dragons are imprisoned in little shitty fucking bodies like this. I am the dancer. You're supposed to say, "I am the dancer." Obviously, you need your earwax cleared out. I'm still laughing. It's Ted Danson. Can't say the dragon. Well, you know, there can be only one dragon. Might be the dragon reborn, but you know, I'm all American beauties.